Bishop Dag Heward-Mills Ministries. Discover how God can change your life forever.
Now, if Jesus is the same, then he must do the same things. One time, I rang somebody who had been my roommate in university, and I spoke with him. And he said, after I had chatted with him, because he's not in our church, so after I chatted with him, he said, Dad, you are just the same. You know? He calls me Dag, he doesn't call me Bishop. Because he doesn't know me as a bishop. So he said, Dag, you are just the same. I said, well, oh, you are, even though God has used you and you are this and that, you are just the same as you were when we were in school, eating, going to buy wache, going to school, going to bath, doing everything. You are the same. And sometimes you meet somebody and the person laughs in a way. That's how his laughter is. Then you immediately say, oh, you are the same. Even though you are 50 years old, your laughter is the same. Is that not so? And then it's time to eat. And the person eats a lot. He says, you are just the same. As you were eating in those days, you are eating more today. And your stomach has become very big. So when somebody is the same as he was yesterday, it means that the things he did yesterday, he's doing the same things today. You get what I'm saying? That's why you say you haven't changed. And then the things he says, or he said, he says the same things now, or similar things. Right? And so, if we say that Jesus Christ is the same, then if he healed people 2,000 years ago and he is alive and he is the same, then he is ready to tackle every case in the same way. And since he is the same, he would say the same things to a madman as he said what he said to a madman 2,000 years ago. Now somebody would immediately ask a question. So Bishop Heward-Mills, if you are speaking like this, you know, how come there are people who are around? How come you don't heal all the madmen and you don't heal all the problems in the world? The answer that I have, you see, these questions are very easy to answer. One day, I was working with somebody and suddenly he had a lot of questions in his mind. Now, instead of asking me the questions, he just resigned. And I asked him why, you know, in fact, I couldn't even get him to speak to. So after a while, you know, I realized that he don't even want to even to speak. And unfortunately, he did not ask the questions that he wanted to ask. And he left the church, left the ministry, left good relationships, left friendships, broke away, and so on. It was 3 years later when he wrote a long letter to me and said he wants to be friends with me again. So then I said, as for me, I don't know, I don't have any problem, but I don't even know why you left. Up till today, it's been 3 years, I don't know. So then he wrote another letter explaining the things that were going on in his mind. When I read the letter, I said, why didn't you ask all these things that were in your head? Because if you had asked, I could have given you these answers. You see, many of us think that the questions we have or the things that are in our mind, if we say them or if we ask them, all right, there will be no answers or the answers are difficult.